אתם מאזינים לעברית עם צבי, פודקאסט ללימוד השפה העברית.
שלום, שלום לכולם. אנחנו בפרק מיוחד שבו אנחנו לומדים עברית עם רוקסנה. שלום רוקסנה.
Shalom, Tsvi.
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Estoy bueno?
Estoy bien.
bien. אז בשיעור הזה אני לא אלמד ספרדית. I will not be learning Spanish on this lesson. אבל רוקסנה תלמד עוד קצת עברית. אוקיי? רוקסנה, מאיפה את? מהיכן את?
אני בפרו עכשיו, בלימה.
את עכשיו בפרו. פרו היא בירת לימה, הבירה של לימה. נכון?
כן, נכון, כן.
ואת לומדת עברית כי את מתכוונת לעלות או להגיע לישראל בסוף הקיץ, נכון?
נכון.
הבנת מה שאמרתי?
אני מבינה
יופי.
most of the things you say.
אני מבינה את רוב מה שאתה אומר. כלומר, most of in Hebrew is רוב. Just one word, little word. רוב. Can you say that?
רוב.
Yeah, exactly. רוב. Sounds even a bit English perhaps. רוב, right? רוב. So רוב is most. For example, רוב האנשים would mean most of the people. Can you say most of the people in Hebrew?
רוב האנשים.
Very good. Let's say, for example, most of the cars, most of the vehicles. Most of the cars is רוב המכוניות. Can you say that?
רוב, it's with resh, right?
רוב המכוניות.
רוב המכוניות.
Good. רוב המכוניות. And finally, let's take just one last example. For example, most of the houses would be רוב הבתים. Can you say that?
הבתים. רוב הבתים.
הבתים. Better, yeah, רוב הבתים. So we can say רוב הבתים בישראל נמוכים. And that would mean, do you want to guess? רוב הבתים is
most of the houses.
Very good. בישראל, where is that?
In Israel.
Very good. So now we just have to guess most of the houses in Israel are what? They are perhaps tall, perhaps not so tall. So just pick one of the two. Most of the רוב הבתים בישראל נמוכים. What do you guess? Yes.
נמוכים.
Sounds like tall or
not tall, short.
Not tall, yeah, exactly, you're right. So most of it's true, most of the houses everywhere in the world are not skyscrapers, right? They're not 8-story buildings or so. Most of them are just 2-3 stories. As רוב הבתים. So whenever you want to say most of, what are you going to say?
רוב.
Very good, רוב. So you've learned this word רוב, just repeat on it. Just imagine a situation, when you walk out there in Peru or in Israel, when you come here, when you can use this sentence, okay? Like you go in the market and you say to yourself, most of the cucumbers are fresh. Do you want to know how to say that in Hebrew?
Sure.
Okay. So the word for cucumber, a bit perhaps funny, not sure. מלפפון.
מלפפון.
Yeah, but this is just the singular form. So מלפפון. Actually, it ends with a phone ending. Sounds like something that you put next to your ear and want to talk to, right?
Okay.
So cucumber is
מלפפון.
Right, but if we want to make one מלפפון into many cucumbers, so we have two options in Hebrew. We either add the ot sound in the end or im sound, okay?
Yes.
So if in Spanish, in your Spanish, for example, dia turns to dias, day turns to days, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You have the only option of adding the letter S also in English. That applies also in English. In Hebrew, you have two options. It's either im or ot, which makes a plural, okay?
Yes.
So yeah, just two options, not that awful. And in the cucumbers case, it's im sound. So if you add im to melafefon, what do you get?
Melafefonim.
Very good. And how will you say most of the cucumbers or most cucumbers?
רוב המלפפונים.
Very good. I like the accent. You worked it out very well. Very nice. So רוב המלפפונים. Now we wanted to look for the word fresh. Now, the thing is, in English, the adjective, the word that describes the noun, has the form of a singular. Actually, it has just one form because one cucumber is fresh and many cucumbers are still fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Hebrew, imagine
that's in English.
Yes, in English. In Hebrew, imagine that you would have to change the adjective to agree with the noun, and if you have a noun in the plural, you also need an adjective in the plural. Okay.
Yes.
Now this.
So yes.
So
it can be. Yes, Spanish can be similar in that way. It also uses the adjectives according to the noun. If it's in plural, yes or yes.
Yeah, very nice. So what we have in Hebrew is rov hamelafefonim. Now the word for fresh is tari in Hebrew. Tari. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that?
Tari.
Very nice. And we need to add the im sound. So it changes a bit the tari and it makes it trim. Trim. Okay?
Trim.
Yeah, it sounds a bit bizarre perhaps on the first look, but trim means fresh plural, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, can you work out the whole sentence? Most of the cucumbers are fresh.
רוב המלפפונים טריים.
Very good. רוב המלפפונים טריים. Very nice. So, actually, we're just looking at one sentence which seems to be so, it's just one of these sentences doesn't seem to have a crucial meaning, but in it, these three-word sentence, you have a lot. You have the form of the plural, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You have a very important word which is rov, most of. We use it in every language a lot. And you also have an example of some Israeli vegetable. We all eat melafefonim in our arochat boker. Now, do you want to guess what arochat boker might mean?
ארוחת בוקר.
Mm-hmm.
Boker is morning, but I don't know what it's.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
I
good
don't know what is aruchat.
Okay, so we have to make to try to make it into one meaning. If we have cucumbers and we have morning, what can we think of which brings them closer? Like if you're eating the cucumbers in the morning, what are you eating?
Breakfast.
Exactly. So arucha is a meal, actually. Okay, arucha, and after that you add the time of the day to get the meaning of it to understand what kind of a meal it is. So if in English we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay, in Hebrew you say like morning dish or morning meal, afternoon meal, evening meal. That's how you say it in Hebrew, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the words for the parts of the day, do you know them? What is morning? You've just said actually. Morning is?
Boker.
Yes, very good.
Okay,
And
so
yes, and afternoon is? Or noon? Do you know this word? Okay, it's good. That's why we're here to learn. Noon is tzohoraim. Okay, tzohoraim. Can you say
צהריים.
again?
צהריים.
Not quite. Tzohoraim.
סוף or סוף like end.
Oh no, it's tzo. Okay, tzo.
Tzo.
Can you
Okay.
say tzo?
סוף,
Yes.
it with
Think like you hear the sound TSO. Tzo.
got it. Okay, so
And then HO, ho.
uh-huh.
And then ra. Okay, great. And then im.
Okay, guys. So oraim.
Yes, tzohoraim. Yes, it's one of those difficult words for learners at these stages, but this means lunch. And finally, to compensate the simple words, evening is erev.
Erev.
Erev, okay?
Erev.
So
Erev.
if we add the word aruchat just in front, we get the names of the meals in the Hebrew language. Aruchat boker would mean
Breakfast.
Aruchat tzohoraim would mean,
Lunch.
and Aruchat erev would mean,
Dinner.
exactly. These are the three courses. So we have these. Just a second. We have, I see a break here to take. So just a second, Roxana.
Usted escucha Ivrit עם צבי.
Yes, please. Can you repeat again?
Oh no, we just had a jingle in Spanish, Roxana, and we're back with the meals. And do you remember how we got to the
Great.
Aruchat Boker thing? Why did we want to speak about Aruchat Boker? Because we spoke about cucumbers, right?
Yes.
So, let's try now a complex sentence. I eat cucumbers for breakfast, right?
Yes.
So now we come to the pronoun I.
אני.
Very good. And the verb in the present, I eat.
אני אוכלת.
Very good, very nice. And you also differentiated between a masculine I eat and a feminine I eat, right? A masculine would be אני אוכל, and since you're Roxana, you say אני אוכלת. So I eat is again.
אני אוכלת
Very good.
המלפפונים.
Yeah, it's hard, yeah. Take it step by step. מלפפונים.
מלפפונים.
Yeah, nice.
אני אוכלת מלפפונים.
Yes, for breakfast. For would be in Hebrew le, represented by the sound le, by the letter L.
Le.
Yeah. Le, and then we have to push the breakfast, which is in Hebrew.
ארוחת בוקר.
Very nice, very nice. So, I eat cucumbers for breakfast.
Okay. אני אוכלת מלפפונים לארוחת בוקר.
Wonderful, perfect. I don't eat cucumbers for dinner.
אני לא אוכלת מלפפונים לארוחת ערב.
Wonderful. Oksana, very good. I sometimes eat cucumbers for lunch. Do you know the word for sometimes?
לפעמים.
Very good.
אוקיי. לפעמים אני אוכלת מלפפונים what was the meal again? Sorry?
Arochat, yes.
No. No, what was what did you say? Lunch or
yeah,
dinner?
lunch.
Oh, lunch.
Okay, noon is צהריים.
צהריים. So, כן, לפעמים אני אוכלת מלפפונים לארוחת צהריים.
Very nice. Now, a note here: many Israelis do not say צהריים, do not pronounce it צהריים, though it should be pronounced like that. They say צהריים. Okay. Now, in Hebrew, unlike many other languages, the pronunciation issue is a bit bigger because there are different ways to read every word, and since we have not so many vowels as you have in European languages. We don't have the O, U, E, okay, E, A, U, all of these. We have some of it. So words could be read sometimes in different ways. And thus words like צהריים were incorrectly read צהריים, and people also started to pronounce it that way. So you have perhaps half of the Israelis today would say צהריים. So you have to know that צהריים just means the same, okay? And this happens with many, many other words in Hebrew. You will hear slight differences in pronunciation here and there. Some people will say אני מביא, I bring, and many others would say אני מביא, okay? As if it would was written with once with e and on the other instance with a. So it happens in Hebrew all the time, and should not be surprised by that fact, okay?
Okay.
So, Roxana eats sometimes. Roxana אוכלת לפעמים מלפפונים לארוחת צהריים. היא אף פעם, never, אף פעם לא אוכלת מלפפונים לארוחת ערב, והיא תמיד, always, תמיד אוכלת מלפפונים לארוחת בוקר, ובגלל זה, because of that, בגלל זה, רוקסנה היא בחורה בריאה. Do you know what I've just said about you?
That I'm a girl.
Yes.
The adjective אני בחורה is girl, but
yeah, very
the
good.
what?
Yes, and so we just need the adjective is bari and bria. So bari for the masculine and bria feminine. They mean you want to guess if you eat lots of cucumbers and salads and you don't eat
Healthy.
yes, healthy. So bari bria. If you say ani bria, you mean I'm healthy. Okay? You want to try and say that?
Sure. אני בריאה.
Of course, the opposite would be ani chola. I'm not healthy. I'm sick or I'm ill. Chola, but let's practice more the bari bria, briim briot. I've just said the 4 forms of the verb in the present. We have just 4 forms in the present, okay? Ani bari, that means
I'm healthy for
yes,
masculine.
Yes. Ata bari, that means
You are healthy if you're talking to a man.
very good. Hu bari,
He is healthy.
very good. So we have 3 pronouns for the price of 1. They take the same conjugation. Ani, ata, vehu. And then we have ani bria.
I am healthy. I'm a feminine.
At bria.
You are healthy. If we're talking to a girl,
Exactly. And he bria.
she's healthy.
Yes. And finally we also have אנחנו בריאים, אתם בריאים, הם בריאים. All these 3 mean
Is that we are
yes,
healthy?
אנחנו, we, yes.
Yes. The other one, atem brin.
Yes.
You are healthy when you're talking to a group of men, and hem brin. They are healthy, but if you're talking about a group of men,
Exactly. And to be honest, in today's modern Hebrew, people do not always differentiate between a group of men and a group of people. And even if there's, certainly if there's a mixed group, but even if we're talking to a group of women, you might hear you might get people to use the masculine form. So atem ba'im can also refer to women, but atem ba'ot is the correct form, and of course it can be heard a lot. Atem ba'ot means do you come, or you're coming, actually, for a group of female. So let's move on with this lesson. We've talked about plural form. We have two ways to make plural in Hebrew. First one is im, to add the im sound, okay? And the other one is ot. So let's take an example for the ot. If I tell you that agvania is a tomato, okay?
Tomato.
Yes.
Gavania.
Okay, yes. Agvania.
Agvania. It's a fruit. I think it's a fruit.
Yes, it's a vegetable. Yes, it's a tomato. I've just said it.
Oh, yes, a tomato.
Tomato.
Okay.
So agvania is tomato. Now we would want to use the other form of the plural, which is not im but ot. So how can you add ot to agvania?
Afganiot.
Yes, you've just changed the agva to avga, but it's agvaniot.
Agvaniot.
Very nice, agvaniot. So cucumbers and tomatoes are?
Agvaniot.
Yeah, cucumbers and tomatoes.
Cucumbers and tomatoes. Will be melafofonim ve'agvaniot.
Very well. And Roxana also used the v sound to say that we're talking about cucumbers and, okay? Whenever you have and in English, you put the word v in Hebrew. Melafofonim ve'agvaniot, cucumbers and tomatoes. So agvaniot, you see, both are plural, melafofonim, agvaniot. For some reason, melafofonim were made to take the masculine form, and agvaniot feminine. If it makes any logic, so be sure that other instances, other words will not carry any logic. Just the way it works. Some nouns take the masculine, other the feminine. Okay. For example, sfina is a ship. Okay. A boat. And what do you think many boats will be? We have two options. We can either add im or ot. So sfina.
Spaniot.
Nice invention there. I like the word sfiniot. It does not exist in the Hebrew language, but I like it better than the word which I was looking for, which is sfinot. Okay?
Spinat.
Yeah, and actually, in many cases, when you have the a sound in the end, an open a in the end of a word, it's a feminine word and it takes the ot. Okay, in most cases, ot is a feminine ending and im is masculine, not always. So sfina is a boat or a ship, and sfinot are ships. All right. But then we can talk about, for example, Na'al. Na'al is a shoe. Okay? A shoe. And Na'alaim will be the plural. Okay, we have an im sound in the end. Now let's sign off this lesson, Roxana. Okay? With one last words. We've had boker, which means
Morning.
Exactly. We have noon, which means in
Tzoraim.
Hebrew, Tzoraim, exactly. Tzoraim is noon. And what is Erev?
It's evening.
Right. So we're left with just another one last part of the day. I know that in Spanish you have another 5 parts of the day. There's one called Madrugada or something like this, middle of the night.
Madrugada, yes, madrugada.
Exactly. So that refers to the small hours of the night. We don't have that in Hebrew. Lucky you. But in Hebrew, we just call the noche, the night. Do you know what is the word for night?
The word for Laila.
Yes, again?
Laila.
Yes, but you put the stress on the first syllable.
Laila.
Yes, Laila. Laila, okay?
Laila.
Okay. Can you say that, Laila?
Yes, Laila.
Laila, good. Which also happens to be a name in Arabic for a woman. So many words in Hebrew are common to the Arabic language as well, with slight differences in meaning and use. Okay, Roxana, that would be the end of this lesson. I hope I enjoyed it.
Me too. Thank you very much. It was, yes, I got some, maybe I had some doubts about some little issues that you helped me to clear.
Good.
To understand much better.
So we will meet for the next lesson. Until then, I wish you a good night from Tel Aviv. You're in Lima right now, right? What's the time in Lima at the moment?
It's 1:12 p.m.
Oh, okay, 12. Okay, so it's still we have quite a time difference between Tel Aviv and Lima. But here it's nighttime, so perhaps I should wish you a good night from here at least. And until we meet on our next lesson. So goodbye, shalom ולהתראות בינתיים, Roxana.
תודה רבה. So, לילה טוב to you, Tsvi. And thank you very much once again. תודה רבה.
Thank you, Roxana.
Usted escucha Ibrit עם צבי.